Bulls fans, I'm AdamHarry with
Goatboy's here today. Sorry I'm a little nasally, my nose is stuffed.
You sound fine, dude.
I sound so good.
You sound good.
Sound good.
We are here with the brand new Codex Adeptus Custodes.
The Emperor's Golden Boys.
Golden Boys, Golden Warriors. Take that, Golden State. Just kidding.
Golden State's great.
They're great, yeah. We are going to do something we don't normally do. We're just going to go straight. This is the rules section review. Yeah. We're going to talk about the rules in this book.
Real quick.
Real quick. We're going to go through here. There's actually not a lot to go through.
It's an 80-page book.
It's 80 pages of book, but we're going straight to the rules. We're going to cut through the 60 plus or about 50 pages of fluff and lore and go straight to the rules. So first off, abilities. Right here, Adeptus Custodes units all have the following in common.
It's the same thing they leaked before. It's they have a 5 invulnerable save all the time, and they can get a 6-up feel no pain to mortal wounds caused by psychic.
That is the Aegis of the Emperor special rule.
Aegis of the Emperor.
Yep, that's pretty much it for army-wide. And there's another one we'll get to later. But let's go page to page here. We're looking at Captain General Trajan Valoris. Trajan?
I heard his dad works at owns a dealership. Is what I heard.
Boom.
He's the guy they talked about before. He shows power level 10.
Yeah.
But when you see his points later, it'd be like, what?
Yeah.
So it's a little messed up. The big thing with him is that he again is like the super character. He allows you to reroll hits, reroll ones for friendly custodians in 6 inches.
Yeah, that's
of
the
him,
legendary commander.
And wounds too. So
which
he's
is
like,
baller.
Right. So he's a captain and a lieutenant. Had a baby and they got covered in gold armor and got more wounds. It's
and
him.
Suddenly became a captain general.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. Like I said,
stat wise he's a beast. Yeah, like strength 5, tough 5, which is not great, but he's not quite a permanent anyway. 7 wounds.
I think he has a straight flat 3-up invulnerable save, which is pretty good without anything else.
And a 3-up invulnerable.
And he has 5 attacks base, and he has an extra "I stab you" sword thing that's on there, so he gets the extra attack. So I mean, he's coming in with 6 attacks. He's pretty rough with some of the other everything down there.
And you can use the moment shackle once per game.
Oh, I wish that was like you could pick one of these things and do them like every other turn, and it wasn't like in that phase. You can be like, I just gained back D3 wounds.
That is the problem. Of the 3 options, I really think the fight again is going to be used the most, because the problem with the D3 wounds is first off you have to remember how many wounds you lost
in that phase. And everything else.
That phase.
I mean, as a player, I usually know how much wounds I lost at any phase because someone beat the crap out of me. Yeah. But I mean, it's just kind of a frustrating thing. I think it would have been a much better says you have these 3 options. You only get to do one. Move through it. I think it would be much better of a setup.
How about the shield captain? We're over here, 7 power level.
Hi, I'm not a named dude you can take that does some things like the other guy, and I'm cheaper. He allows reroll ones to hit. He has a similar, he can have a 3-up roll save with a shield. The biggest problem I have in this book, and I was going to talk about eventually when I talk about it on Monday, they should have made all these rapid fire 2 for the love of Pete. Everything is rapid fire 1.
Yes.
It is very frustrating. If it was rapid fire 2, it's not that it would be too good. It would feel like they could actually do something with their bullets because their gun is decent. It does 2 damage. Yeah. But at rapid fire 1, you're like, cool. Pew! And I guess I hit on a 2-up, but I don't have enough to push into that wounding because it's still only strength 4. Yeah. So it's super frustrating from a player standpoint. I was like, everything should have been rapid fire 2. Yeah.
Thomas, you don't sound nasally. You sound a little salty.
I'm salty. Well, it's just one of those things from a standpoint. I was like, just make it rapid fire 2.
I think that would have solved a lot of issues. Because again, these are the things that I was concerned about before we even saw this book. That was one of the big things. Was like, man, why
aren't they all Stormbolters? Why aren't they like super awesome Stormbolters that are rapid fire 2? It wouldn't hurt the game because you're paying 100 points a guy.
Yes, that's another big thing. We will get to that. Thomas, of course, is very angry, but Inspirational Fighter, that's a special rule here. Reroll hit rolls of 1 for friendly models. So he doesn't have the super awesome stuff.
He's just a captain.
He's a captain. Because he's a shield captain. See what I did there? Shield captain, you can't take him in Terminator armor. You can't take him on a sweet jet bike, which, by the way, those models are awesome.
They look good. Those are really nice jet bikes. The molding looks good. The way the amount of crap and bits on it is pretty amazing. They are... the bikes are not there. They're elsewhere.
Yeah,
you can see the picture.
These bikes are amazing.
It's weird that there's 3 in that box because I thought there was going to be 2. But the fact that there's 3, and you can make them into a character because they have all the bits. It is, I mean, they are designing this set to be like, hey, do you want a gold army that's like 20 models?
Well, I want to point this out too. We'll get to the when we get to the jet bikes, we'll talk about how you take them in a unit because if you buy the kit, and then this is side note, you buy the kit, you're getting 3 models. You make 1 the captain. You can still use the other 2
because of the way they have the unit set up.
And we'll get to, which is really nice on GW's part. And by the way, those 3 sprues, they're 3 separate and different sprues. Very subtle differences. Long story short, moving on. Here's the captain, the custodian guard. So this is your basic troop, right?
Right.
8 power level points. We'll get to the actual points in a bit. But yeah.
Same thing. Strength
same
5
problem.
to 5, toughness 3. Again, rapid fire 1.
Rapid fire 1. Why?
They can take a pistol for a sentinel blade, which is annoying too. It should just be... again, like I said, they should have been the same type of thing.
I'm with
just
you, man.
less damage on it. But they're the troop choice. So I mean, you have a troop choice, you have HQ, you can make an army. They're tough, but how are they going to get there? I don't know. It's as you saw,
right?
Yeah, as you went through, we finished the HQs, which means there's no.
By the way, real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 total HQ options. One of which is a named character. The other 4.
No, there's only 3 options.
Oh, 3. You're right. Yeah. 1, 2. Sorry, I counted wrong. 3, 4. So there's 4 HQ options. 1's a named character, and then 3 are special variations of the other kits.
Right. So and so that's, I mean, we knew they weren't going to have any psychers. They're not supposed to have any psychers. They're supposed to be kind of null or whatever. Not like as bad as the sisters, but that's what they're similar to.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be neat to have like maybe a chaplain or maybe have a reroll wound guy that's not the character. That'd been kind of neat on there. Yeah. But hey, that's just me. I know they probably wouldn't have chaplains because it wouldn't be the same. Doesn't really matter. You have
the wardens.
The wardens, I think that's elite. Is that elite?
Yeah, we're jumping right into the elite slots. These are power level 10, and these come in squads of 3.
Right.
You can have up to 7 additionally at 4 points per model. That's what I was going to point out too. Is like a lot of these options
are 3.
You can have up to 7 starting at 3 up to 7, and you're paying per model. That was what I was getting at.
Right. So the big weird thing, honestly, a lot of things you can do in sets of 3, and that's again because when you buy a set of 5, you can make the character, the shield captain, this thing, everything out of that middle section.
So real fast too, the custodian warriors, these are basically the Terminators, right?
Right.
No, these are the Terminators. No. These are the better fighter guys.
Well, that's the better fighter guys. It's kind of like the veterans for them, which I guess is weird since they're more veteran. I don't know. Anyway, they have
they have binding oaths, which makes them slightly better.
They have a 6-up feel no pain.
Yeah, feel no pain.
I think they have the same amount of attacks.
I think they have plus 1 more.
No, they have
3 attacks here.
They have 1 more extra attacks,
and they have 4 attacks here.
So the extra attack, they can take the stabby stab sword if they want to. So it's all right.
I think the official name of the stabby stab sword is the Castellan axe.
No, it's it's Misericordia.
Misericordia. But only any model can take the Guardian Spear, and the Misericordia...
It's just an extra sword. They don't take
they come with that. Yeah.
They don't take the shield or anything else. The next units are probably what are the best units in this codex.
Okay.
And they are going to be what you will probably see if someone's taking any kind of Custodius guard and taking something with Elite, with a HQ and Elite. These are what you're going to see.
So tell me about this. Is the Vexillus Praetor.
There's 2 different versions of it. This one has Terminator armor, so it can teleport in. These are the guys holding the banners. And what's important about them is that there's the middle banner gives everyone within 6 inches of any of these guys. If they're wholly within it, they have a 5-up invulnerable save.
So that's the Vexilia Defender.
Right.
Defensor.
9 inches of any friendly. If they're fully within 9 inches, they get a 5 invulnerable save, which means anyone in the Imperium, which means any Imperium infantry, which implies any guard stuff, anything. So you can see these guys. You can see these guys living inside these blobs. Assassins don't even have a core. So they're living inside these blobs of guys. Because they're able to give this 5 invulnerable save.
So this guy, this is just a single model, right?
Single model.
This is the guy with the standard.
He's a Terminator guy. Anybody you see with a fancy gold eagle standard, that's what this is. Okay. That's a Terminator one. And then, lo and behold, there's a cheaper one on foot. That's just like the other guy. So hey, so now you can.
So this is the other guy in the other armor. The non-Terminator version.
Who has
standard, same rules.
Same rules. It's just they can't teleport in because the Terminator armor can teleport in.
Gotcha.
That's the big difference.
And then we have the Alaris Custodians. These are the Terminators, right?
Right, these are Terminators, and these are the character killer Terminators.
Yes.
They're okay because they do, like, in a sense, they do have like they have an assault D3 bolter that's 12 inches, that's strength 4 -3, 1 damage, and then they have their bolt gun on top of that. So they actually shoot if they're within 12. They shoot, up to.
That's the grenade launcher. That's not an actual bolter. Right?
Well, no, they have a bolter and a grenade launcher as part of the weapon. Yeah, so they have that. So they actually shoot a little bit better. Again, they should be rapid fire too, but hey, I don't write these rules. I just talk about them.
Next up, Venerable Dread.
I want you to notice this. This is power level 10. The main superhero is power level 10. This guy's a heck of a lot cheaper. But hey, we're going to talk about that points-wise because they obviously want you in a power level game to have your awesome HQ character running around.
But look, he has rapid fire too, Thomas, with his combi bolter.
Only heretics have combi bolters. I play a lot of contemptors in chaos, so I'm this. It's basically the big thing is he has a 2-up invulnerable, 2-up armor save,
2-up arm,
which is
5-up
huge.
invuln.
He hits on a 2-up like all the other contemptors, but it's again the push to the 2-up armor save is pretty good. If I can make mine 2-up armor save for chaos, I would make them 2-up armor save.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
And then we have the Virtus Praetors, this fast deck. These are the jet bikes.
Right. So these are the jet bikes. They move 14. You've heard the points online already.
They have a D6. They don't have a D6 advance. They just straight up go 6 inches.
They're pretty neat. I mean, they're pretty tough. You know, they have a decent amount of wounds, a pretty toughness. They attack all right. I'm upset that they have 1 Hurricane Bolter or 1 Salvo Missile Launcher. You would think they would have 2 because it looks like it has 2 on each side, but that's what they're armed with. So if they had 2 Hurricane Bolters, we would start talking about this. It would make them more expensive, but hey, that's all right. But it's
a single Hurricane Bolter, and you can replace a Hurricane Bolter with a Salvo Launcher.
So I wish they had 2. If they had 2, we would be talking about these guys. This would be a great anti-infantry.
How are their lances though? Those are pretty cool, right?
I mean, it's good. They have +1 strength, so they're coming at 6. Minus AP, D3 damage. I mean, when they hit someone, and they have the little stabby sword, so I mean, they're gonna hit someone. They're gonna do damage, and they're fast as crap. They're gonna be targeted by everything, but hey, that's life.
I feel like these guys are gonna come out like they're gonna be cool, shiny. People are gonna use them, and they're never gonna get there because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, those are really cool looking. I'm gonna kill them first."
Yeah, I think that we have to look at some stratagem because we maybe can put them into teleport, but I haven't read the full stratagems yet, so I can't really tell you. That's what I'm guessing because usually everyone else has something like that, but maybe not.
Hey, we're gonna go over the stratagems too.
Right, I know we're gonna get there and we'll talk about it.
But Venerable Land Raider.
Hey, it's Venerable.
21 power level.
Woo!
Which we'll talk points later, but
21 power level. I mean, it's
it's still just a Land Raider.
It's just a Land Raider, and I want Land Raiders to be good. I would like them to be good, and they're very.
Hey man, it still explodes. On a 6.
Don't let me get my zone, that's what I'm saying. But the problem is, it's gold, it's a Land Raider, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
But in a lot of ways...
It should be expensive if it's made of gold.
I mean, do you want a 15 model army? Here's some Land Raiders.
Boom!
Yeah, boom, there you go. Have guys inside.
So that was the last thing, the Venerable Land Raider in the army list section for the rules. We're going to take a quick cut here, and come back next time and we'll go through the rest of the book.
The happy, fun rest of the book.